Ladies and gentlemen, please, shall we please welcome Dianne. Let's put our hands together for her. Mrs. Dianne Lateyi, thank you very much.
Thank you and good morning. I'd like to say a big thank you to Hannah. I love and admire her so much. Thank you UPSA for putting together such an informative, innovative and inspiring program. I'm so big on career guidance because I'm sure that if I had that opportunity, I would have been higher than I am now. I personally wish it was a standard practice in the past. Today I'm going to tell you about property management, the skills that you need to acquire to excel in this field in real estate. Let's do this exercise. Can we all close our eyes and imagine yourself in a luxury apartment in cantonment or airport? You can open your eyes. Have you ever wondered who manages these properties? Have you ever wondered who takes care of these properties? Now we're going to look into the exciting world of property management. Let's roll. Next slide, please. So what is property management? Can I see the hands of anybody who has a landlord? Some of you live with your parents, so obviously your parents are your landlords. A property management involves the day-to-day operations, control, and care and oversight of real estate. It involves managing residential, commercial, or industrial properties. The main responsibility of a property manager is first of all to do tenant screening and tenant sourcing, rent collection, maintenance, which falls under facility management, tenant relations, where you're doing check-ins and doing check-outs, financial management, where you're creating budgets, you're reporting to homeowners, and you're also reviewing lease agreements. Why choose a career in property management? You may want to choose a career in property management because when you look around the city, you see properties springing up all over the place. These are people's investments, millions of dollars, thousands of dollars. You need to make sure that you put these properties in the appropriate hands. And that is why there's a need for a career in property management. There are also diverse opportunities when it comes to property management. You have residential, where you have apartments or townhouses or residential communities. We have commercial spaces like the ANC Mall, Accra Mall, or office complexes like the One Airport Square. You also have industrial properties like warehouses. So there are diverse opportunities for property managers. Another reason why you should choose a career in property management because it's exciting is people-centric. You're always dealing with people. You're dealing with owners, you're dealing with tenants, you're dealing with vendors. There's always something new every day, and it will give you a unique experience every day. Next slide, please. Okay, so definitely you need skills to be able to excel in this field. One major skill that you need is a problem-solving skill. Imagine that you're at home sleeping at 12 midnight and then your water gushes out of your bathroom, your apartment is flooding or your house is flooding. This is 12 midnight. Would you pick up the phone and call a plumber at that time? Do you think he will respond? I don't think so. The first thing you think about doing is to run to get the stopcock and close it. You will close it to prevent the source of water from coming into your home. Then in the morning, you can pick up the phone and call a plumber to come and fix it. This is a problem-solving skill. And as a property manager, you need to have that problem-solving skill. Another skill we'll look at is a soft skill, which is communication. You should be able to have great interpersonal skills. You'll be dealing with owners, you'll be dealing with tenants, you'll be dealing with vendors, and you need to be able to communicate properly and effectively to be able to be efficient at this. This is a soft skill. And also as a property manager, as Hannah said, it's 24 hours. You don't close. It's not 9 to 5. The problems won't start at 9 and it won't end at 5 p.m. So you need to keep the communication line open. Make sure that you don't turn off your phone after 5 p.m. because you feel I've closed. Keep the communication line open. Another skill you need to have as a property manager is paying attention to detail. You need to make sure that you are very critical. You are managing cleaners. You need to make sure that they are not just cleaning the surfaces of things that people can see, but they are cleaning things that can also not be seen. You are handling people's properties, their investments. They are looking to maximize returns. You need to make sure that the facility is properly maintained. And so paying attention to detail, servicing your AZs on time, not waiting to always do fix the problem when it arises, but doing preventive measures. And then another thing to expect is adaptability. The world is dynamic. You don't expect that you'll be doing things one way. It is not a cookie cutter approach. It is not a one size fits all. For example, in the rental market, there are peak seasons and off-peak seasons. You shouldn't be the manager who says, I'm taking this amount of money all through the year. You don't care if it's off-peak, you don't care if it's peak. Then you are not having the owner's interest at heart. So you need to make sure that you're adaptable, you change with the seasons and time to be able to maximize the owner's returns. Let's go. You're done with school, you have your degree, you have your certificates. How do you get started? How do you get started? First of all, internships. I believe in internships. It can be paid internships, it can be unpaid internships, it can be voluntary. Just try and get your foot in. And that is why I'm excited about this AWire seminar, giving opportunity to young people like you to benefit from the internships. You need to get your foot in. Make sure that you have the right attitude. Have the right attitude, the learning spirit. Make sure that you learn as much as you can, and that is the only way that you'll be able to gather experience and climb the ladder. Networking. I wish I knew this earlier. I wouldn't have been the shy girl in school who's always just sitting in her corner, minding her business. I don't like trouble, so you don't interact with people. You need to network. We all belong to a community, physically and socially. You belong to a family. I'm sure we all go to church or go to the mosque. I'm sure we have our WhatsApp groups also running. I'm sure we all have old school associations that we belong to. You need to be active in your community. You have social media, TikTok, Instagram. You need to be active on your social media platforms. It's not all about just taking pictures of nice fancy places and posting them. You can tell your story on social media. You can tell people what you're interested in doing on social media. So make sure that you network, attend industry events. Make sure you join professional associations or networks. For example, eWells is organizing a first-time home buyers event in December. It's a paid event, but you can save up for it. Make sure that you attend these events because this is where you meet industry players and connect with them. That is how you will grow your network in the real estate industry. Continuous improvement. I love adding value to myself, and ever since I finished school, every year I plan on doing something. If I'm not reading a book, I am doing something on YouTube, learning about the real estate or learning about something that relates to whatever I am doing. There are free courses online. You can go on Coursera, learn things with regards to real estate on these sites. It's always good to add value to yourself, and that is how you will become the value. Mentorship. I love, love, love mentorship. I started my career in banking, and it is through mentorship that I have even come this far. So I have a whole slide on mentorship. Mentorship matters because you need to seek guidance from experienced professionals. It is a privilege to have people like Hannah here to hold your hand and walk you through the process. Make sure that you take advantage of it. They will give you personal advice and support you. How do you find a mentor? You find a mentor at events such as this. Make sure that when you go, you don't just sit at the back or sit in the corner, and when you finish, you take your notes, pick your bag, and then you leave. Say hello. When it comes to property management. So you start from being an intern, and then you go to being an associate property manager, where you help the property manager run the day-to-day operations in property management. And then you can move up the ladder to a regional property manager, where you are not just handling a single property, but you are handling many other properties in different locations, all under one umbrella. Then you can climb up to be a director, an executive in a property management company, and also own your own business in property management. Okay, let's go. The next slide, please. So what's next for property management? We know the era we are in now. It's an IT era. In 10 years, do you believe that we'll be doing things the same way we're doing it now? I'd like to challenge all the IT people here to think outside the box. Think about IT solutions that you can come up with to automate the property management process. So we all know the Internet of Things. Imagine that I live in Koforidua and I have a property I'm managing in Cantonment. I have a client or a guest who's checking in at 11 p.m. Would I move from Koforidua to come and open him up at 11 p.m.? I could easily, miles away, set up an OTP on my door lock, give him the passcode that will be working at 11 p.m. This guest is staying for 5 days. I set it such that on the 5th day at 11 a.m. when he's supposed to check out, that passcode expires. These are the things we need to be thinking about and automating the property management industry. So I challenge the IT people, think outside the box, look for solutions. You will make a lot of money when you do these things right. Property management, facility management, some people confuse the two most of the time, but facility management is actually under the property management umbrella. So property managers manage the real estate properties. They focus on tenant relations, rent collections, and financial goals, while the facility manager oversees the operation and the maintenance of the building. And when I say maintenance, I'm talking about painting, making sure that the building is looking good, there are no hairline cracks, the ACs are functioning properly, all the light bulbs are working, the tap is running, there's no leakage, the tiles are well laid. This is facility management. The generator is working, everything is functional when it comes to the property itself, which we'll say are the hard services. So the facility manager ensures the smooth facility operations, coordinates maintenance, security, and space management. So property management is like a real-life problem-solving hero. You have to make sure that you're always on your toes, thinking outside the box, thinking on your toes, and doing what is best to maximize the returns of the owners of these properties. Thank you very much. And you can do a little exercise for me. I'm sure you all have smartphones. You're on Instagram, you're on LinkedIn. Pick up your phone and look me up on Instagram It is your underscore realtor Dianne. And follow me for more tips. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Round of applause, please. Thank you.
Okay, hi Ms. Dianne.
Hello.
Thank you for sparing time to speak to us.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for your speech on property management. We loved it.
I'm humbled.
So, I loved the event as a participant from a speaker's point of view too. How was the event for you?
It was exciting, and I really want to commend eWell's Realty and UPSA for putting together such an impactful program, impacting the next generation of real estate leaders.
That is nice. Are we going to be seeing you at more events like this by eWalls, or are there any other events we're going to be seeing you at?
Definitely, if you call on me, I'm ever ready to come and impact knowledge, share knowledge, and network. So you can call on me anytime you have any real estate needs.
And when you were speaking, you said you share enough information on your Instagram. Could you kindly put your Instagram handle out there for our viewers so that they can go there? Because I know there is Tips Tuesday.
Great. So you can follow me on Instagram on your underscore realtor Dianne, your YOUR underscore REALTOR DIANNE, your underscore realtor Dianne. And I have this Tips Tuesday I come up with every Tuesday or almost every Tuesday. Follow me and get more insights into real estate.
Thank you very much. Have a
You're
great day.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.